A woman would place men's underwear at her doorway every day and leave a pair of men's shoes at the entrance. She believed that by doing so, potential intruders would think a man lived with her and stay away. Yet, despite her precautions, Amy recently started noticing strange occurrences: milk in her fridge mysteriously running low, frozen toothbrush marks, and even her toilet lid appearing to have been tampered with. Initially, she paid little attention to these oddities. One day, after returning home from work, Amy found the cover of her door lock slightly ajar and smudged with dirty fingerprints. Alarmed, she quickly cleaned it and reset her door lock with a new password. However, as she was preparing to go to sleep, the sound of her electronic lock beeping echoed from outside her door, followed by the violent shaking of the door handle. Opening the door, Amy found nothing but a burned-out cigarette butt on the ground. Terrified, she called the police, but with no substantial evidence beyond a cigarette, they couldn't take any action. After their departure, Amy, though shaken, eventually fell asleep. That night, a shadowy figure crawled out from under her bed and covered Amy's mouth and nose, rendering her unconscious. He then brushed his teeth with her toothbrush, cleaned the bathroom, set an alarm for 4 a.m., and went to sleep. The next morning, Amy woke up with no memory of the events from the night before, only a slight dizziness. The intruder had vanished without a trace. Later that day, Amy returned home to hear a noise outside her door. Upon opening it, she found her supervisor, who had kindly returned an item she had forgotten at work. Grateful for his gesture, she invited him inside. Suddenly, a thought struck her: how did her supervisor know she lived on the 6th floor? Noticing a strange expression on his face, Amy panicked and rushed to call the police. But when the officers arrived and opened her door, they found her supervisor hanging from the door handle, dead. The supervisor's death caused Amy to lose her job. While cleaning her apartment in preparation for moving, Amy discovered an intelligent key under her cabinet, identical to her own. Curious, she tried the key on other apartment doors and eventually unlocked a door on the 7th floor. Entering the messy and unkempt apartment, she grew increasingly uneasy. She shared her findings with her friend Lucy, a banker, who swiftly investigated the occupants' banking details. Determined to uncover the truth, the two began searching for answers in the building. Amy stumbled upon another door with a lock identical to her own. Testing her password on it, she was shocked to find the door opened. Stepping inside, she discovered a girl tied to a bed. Panicked, Amy pulled out her phone to call the police, but at that moment, there was a sudden knock on the door. This movie is called The Door Lock. If you enjoyed the plot, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up.